Yo guys, what's going on? Acez is here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some tips and tricks in the Escape from Tarkov flea market. I've been getting so many comments lately on how I do certain things in my flea market videos, so I figured let's just make a video with everything compiled in one. For all those people who are dropping comments, we can link them this video. And for all you guys who have been returning to the channel lately and viewing all the content, here's the video for you, and hopefully you'll learn a bunch here today. Do me a favor, man. Make sure you're dropping a like on this video, and of course, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, man. Support has been crazy. I think we hit 14.2K. We're working our way to 15, man. Be a part of the first 15 if you're not already. I would appreciate the support. Let's hop in the video here today, man. So, obviously, in our flea market, we love sniping stuff, and if you've been a subscriber a long time here and you still haven't really figured out the flea market thing, this is my biggest tip for you. Is number one, how to refresh fast. And this is the most common question I've been getting in the last 2 weeks. Usually people just hit this refresh wheel, man, and that is completely understandable. That's what's there. That's how you're going to understand it, because you're not given a guide at the beginning of the game on how to abuse the flea market. So number one tip, F5. F5 is going to give you a refresh on the flea market. You can refresh every 4 seconds. That's the same amount of time as if you click the refresh wheel. It's the exact same thing, but this way is obviously easier, shorter, more efficient once I show you how to snipe items. But yeah, man, all you have to do is press F5 to get a refresh every 4 seconds. You can refresh again, do the quick refreshes, get the quick snipes. So how do you snipe items in the flea market? How do you buy shit super quick? I'm going to give you the exact in-depth guide. Number one, refresh with F5. That's the first step. You already know how to do that now. So next, you want to hover your mouse over the top price, the lowest price. If you want to sort by price, make sure that arrow is pointing up. That means the lowest price will be at the top. Keep your mouse cursor over purchase. Now, when you find an item you're ready to snipe, you're going to click purchase, and then you're going to hit Y on the keyboard, which is right here for yes. It'll be Y on the keyboard. So all those things combined are going to look like this. That was actually a really poor snipe, but that's what it looks like. So basically what you're doing is hitting F5, and then you're clicking, then you're hitting Y on the keyboard, back to back to back within a second. And that basically allows you to snipe items. The F5 is just a refresh for the lowest price. It is not necessary for sniping an item. So let's say you just click on something, then boom, boom, something like that. You didn't need F5 there. All you needed was the click and the Y on the keyboard. So there's a couple different ways to snipe items, but you know, just showing you another example there. So once again, F5, click Y, that's a snipe right there. That's how you snipe items on the flea market. Next one is going to be how to sort the out-of-stock items. This is one that was a really bad issue in the last wipe. Come up to this cog wheel right next to my offers and make sure your quantity is from 1 to infinity. So this might have a 0 on it. Might look something like this. And then let's just go. Let's see if wires are doing it. That's a pretty common one. Which it doesn't seem like they are right now, but occasionally you'll see an out of stock bug. All you have to do is come with the quantity and then change that to 1, and then you're going to hit OK. All right, so the next tip, man, is going to be sorting by 100 durability. This is extremely important to make sure you're getting a good weapon off of the flea market, or in other cases, some barter items that have a durability. I will show you an example of that in just a moment. You can see we're on the weapons tab. We're not going to do any weapon specifically. We'll just go in the assault rifle category, and you can see all these weapons with low durabilities. 59, 63, 52, 59, 54, all scav weapons that aren't going to be too great for your PMC run. So what you're going to do is come up to this cogwheel once again, go to condition from, change that to 100 of 100, click OK, and then you will see every single weapon now displayed is at 100 durability. It is brand new. Now, if you wanted some weapons that are a little under the 100 durability, that might be a little bit cheaper, or off of a scav boss. So, for example, the M14 from Gluhar is a great example. Usually it's around that 86, 84, 82, sometimes a little higher durability. So you could then change your durability from 100 to 80, and then you can find a couple more weapons that might sneak through the cracks there. And this goes the same for if you wanted to buy some fuel or something. So we'll just type in fuel, and we'll go to the metal fuel tank, which you can see an example right here, a 99 of 100. But if we lower this to 0, let's see if it'll show us. Maybe they incorporated the functional items for the fuel tanks. Okay, they did. So you guys can see we have a whole list of 0 of 100 right here. So to get rid of the 0 of 100s, you have to select the show only functional items, and that's great to have on for looking for weapons as well. And then also your condition will help you out to get that 100 of 100, buy a brand new fuel tank for yourself. So that's another big tip right there. And honestly, man, the only other tip I can really leave you with is the wish list. The wish list is a great way to find items you're looking for quickly and keep an eye on prices. We've been using the wish list in our Market Watch series here on the channel, where we go over what items are pretty profitable still in the flea market. Not all of them are anymore, but as the wipe progresses, you like to keep updated on the barter items you should be picking up. So I highly encourage you to check out that series. But the wish list is a really great option for you to get to those items quickly, especially the items you like. And it doesn't have to be barter items. It can be your favorite weapon. Maybe it's a vector. Maybe it's a certain ammunition. Whatever the case may be, you can add anything to the wish list by going over to that item, right-clicking, and then click add to wish list. In this case, because bolts are already on there, it says remove. But if we just go to any other item, we can go right here, add to wish list, and it is on the wish list permanently until you remove it in the W list or the wish list section here. Another really good flea market tip for you guys is when you're adding items to the flea, make sure you're using auto select similar. So therefore you can just select all of your items in your stash. Now it doesn't count the stuff in cases or inventory, just what's in your actual stash out in the open. Auto select allows you to select all of these items at once and then list them up for your price. So after you auto select similar, so you have all of your items selected, make sure you're going to that item and just clicking filter by item. You will see what they're going for on the flea market. You can list up that price and you can move on to your next item very quickly. Just hit add offer again, then come in your stash, right click, and then filter by item. That way you get the next item selected quickly and you can continue to list items very quickly and efficiently at the low price. So another good tip for you guys is the linked search. If you have a certain item that you're not sure what attachment that you need to make it work, such as this RMR site, you can right click it, click link search, and it will take you right to the mounts that you need for that item. It's very helpful if you are trying to build weapons quickly. And then I have one final tip for you guys here today. If I missed anything, drop it in the comments. Hopefully this video was relatively short, at least short enough for the amount of content that I try to fit in it. The last and final one here today is going to be the required search. So what the required search is basically the item that you're doing a required search on is required for a certain barter trade. So let's use this cleaner for example. We're going to do required search, and then we're going to uncheck exclude bartering offers, and basically you will see all of the barters for that item currently. Now this does include players. Obviously nobody wants any of the cleaner right now, just proper for some BP ammo, and it will show you that barter. So milk is a great example because a lot of people pay a super high amount for the Rotor 43, which is a gunsmith attachment. So required search, you guys will see that it has a right here, it's a barter from mechanic. Now this is an item that is definitely going to be selling for over 18k, which is usually what milk is selling for. I'm not sure what they are now at this point in the wipe. All right, they're 60 to 70,000 rubles when you could just buy a milk off of the flea market and do the barter for 13k. So make sure you're checking those required searches on some of those items you might be a little shaky on. It allows you to figure out what people want for that item on the open market and what traders will give you for that certain item. Guys, I tried my best to fit a ton of different tips and tricks for the Escape from Tarkov flea market in this video here today. Hopefully you did find some of the information you might have been seeking. If not, you can always, once again, drop a comment and me or one of the viewers will answer you down there. We're here to help, man. That's what the community is all about here. Strictly information most of the time. Try to throw in and sprinkle in some entertainment stuff here and there, but I try to really thrive on the information and give you guys the best chance to survive and make a ton of money and run great gear here in Escape from Tarkov. So if all that was sounding good to you, or if you enjoyed the content today, that subscription is greatly appreciated, along with a like on the video. Make sure you check out the sponsors and equipment description below. It's going to be it for me today, man. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.